My name is John Saylor. I'm one of the arborists for the city of Lexington, and I am the coordinator for Reforest the Bluegrass. And we are here at this year's site at Liberty Park, which is this year's site for Reforest the Bluegrass. And this is our 13th event. We got started way back in 1999, and we've had sites that we've planted over at Masterson Station Park. We've been at Shiloh Park, Coldstream, Veterans Park, and Jacobson. We've tried to hit all the big regional parks, and now this year's event's actually at Liberty Park. The inaugural year was in 1999, and a need that was seen for how to deal with our creeks and streams. Basically, especially that first year, it was in Coldstream, and I just looking back at old pictures, there was no trees at all lining that creek or stream. It was basically just devoid of trees. It was just a bare stream. There was really no life in the stream at all. It was a blue line stream. It was a stream that we want to protect, want to take care of, and it's amazing now going back to a site like that and seeing the benefits of the trees that are the canopy, that riparian buffer strip that we've placed, that we've established with the trees that we've planted. The trees, they do so many things for us. I mean, they're the benefits that we get just from planting a tree. It's you don't just get the improved air quality or the stormwater. You get a whole host of benefits when you plant a tree. We see the effect of the stormwater mitigation. The trees absorb so much water that would be flowing into those creeks and streams. So it's one benefit we get. We get the improved air quality that the tree provides us. Like songbirds, the wildlife that use those little strips as corridors to move about as they go about their day. So we've seen so many great impacts and benefits from planting these trees over the years with Reforest the Bluegrass. We're close to the 185,000, 190,000 tree. I think our website says 185,000, so those are estimates, but we're quickly approaching 200,000 trees that we've planted since the 12 years that we've done this event, and this being the 13th. The great thing about Reforest the Bluegrass is it just impacts so many different people in so many different ways. It's not just when you have the act of actually doing something good for the environment, planting the tree, the actual work, and then you also have all the activities in the tent that kind of educate the citizens, and it's just a great way for citizens to come out and take a part of something bigger than themselves and come out and do something good for the environment, and it benefits them just to come out with a day with their family and learn more about their environment, learn about what trees give us, and other aspects of the environment. We have folks that come out and teach about recycling, and we have folks that come out and they talk about the wildlife that we have in these areas. And so it's an educational outreach as well as a volunteer project that people, they get a double and triple dose of benefits when they come out to Reforest the Bluegrass. In the early days, when we would choose a site, it was really based on need. And so I guess the reality is now we've been doing this 13 years, and we're getting to a point where it's a site this large, an event this large. We're really looking at what sites can host an event logistically for an event this size. So there's only so much land that we have to use in the city, and so it may come someday where we might have to split up and go to smaller parks. But currently, as long as we can continue to have it in a park or greenway that can host an event this size and logistically have the setup that we need, then that's been the main way that we've chosen our sites over the past few years. To my knowledge, this is the largest tree planting of its kind, where you have volunteers come out on one day and put this many seedlings in the ground. And so there's been a lot of other communities that have kind of mimicked what we have here with Reforest the Bluegrass. There's a Reforest Northern Kentucky that just started like 3 or 4 years ago, and then there's Reforest Frankfort that just started, and they're in their 3rd year. So there's a lot of other communities in the bluegrass region as well as in northern part of the state adopting an event like this for themselves, and they see the need to take care and protect their waterways and their streams and their creeks, as well as just anytime you can plant a tree and garner the benefits that the tree will give you, it's always a good thing. So we always encourage folks to plant native. We just find that native do better. They have the qualities that they adapt better to the sites. They're used to this climate. They're used to our soils. So we always encourage homeowners to plant a native tree. If they do have a creek or stream running in their backyard, then you'd want to look for something that likes its feet wet, that likes to be on the bottom. You'd look more for a sycamore or something that's used to having lots of water. But we have a good mix at all of our Reforest the Bluegrass sites. We've tried to, over the years, always use natives, plantings, and native trees. We do actually mix in some shrubs, like 9-bark, buttonbush, that are a low bottom tree, and actually 9-bark competes with honeysuckle. So we try to combat as many ways as we can with the invasives. But you want to look at where we're at when you plant a tree. What's the location? Is it going to be an upland site or a bottomland tree? And you need to kind of select the trees in the nursery for what best suits the site. In most of our areas, when the city acquires them, there's not been a whole lot of natural resource management. I think the city owns close to like 3,500 acres, so that's a lot of land to cover. And most of these sites have just been mowed on the perimeters, and that's been the extent of maintenance. But as far as natural resource management, when we pick these sites, we want to try to get rid of the invasive stuff that's going to compete with the tree seedlings that we plant. So usually that entails coming out here with some chainsaws and cutting the stuff that is going to naturalize that we don't want, and replacing with the natives that we do want. Yeah, if folks want to get a hold of me or any of the other arborists or urban forester, they can go to our website. It's lexingtonky.gov, and if they just put in a search urban forestry, and that will prompt them to, we're in the Division of Streets, Roads, and Forestry. And so our contact numbers are there, and we're always available to talk to citizens and the public about trees.